Welcome into the Daily News WCRD post-game extra. Men's volleyball winning 3-0 tonight over Rutgers-Newark. Vinny, win number 999 in program history. Not the most impressive win, but certainly took care of business.
Yeah, they took care of business, and it was a game that they really needed to win after really that debacle against George Mason on Thursday night. And one of the key reasons Ball State was able to get that win was the emergence of Marcus and Wally. And Wally had 17 kills in the match, becoming the 11th player since the rally scoring era to get that many kills in a match.
Yeah,
a three-game match.
Absolutely impressive performance from Marcus and Wally. It begs the question, though, where was he all season? But you know what? I think that's really a cause of this team being so deep and having so many different weapons. So no need to second guess or get too hasty.
Right, and one of the good things that Wallen was able to do here, and why Wally was able to be good, is that they moved him over to the right side again. They had him on the left. They were trying to put Chamberlain in the opposite position, moving Wally back to the right side where he was last year. Suddenly he's starting to click. I talked to him, Wally, after the game, and he just said he doesn't know what it is. He just feels more comfortable playing on that right side.
Well, he certainly seemed to feel more comfortable. Also recording 8 digs and 4 blocks. Absolutely stunning performance. Stuff in the stat sheet, doing everything, Marcus and Wally. But you know what? It seemed like everything that could go wrong did go wrong against George Mason. And Rutgers-Newark, it didn't start off great. Ball State trailed 4-9 in game 1. And ever since that point, Ball State was able to roll fairly easily. But errors, 18 service errors by the Cardinals.
Yeah, and talking to Coach Wallen, he's concerned with the service errors. He's also concerned with the blocking. You know, he feels like that was one of the reasons why his team wasn't able to start off the match right away, and they were letting Rutgers-Newark hang around in it. And he told me, you know, that's something that they have to fix if they're going to be able to win the MIVA this season, because they're going to be playing much better teams than Rutgers-Newark.
You know, I thought about this right after our broadcast, and I said, you know what? Last year, Ball State's men's volleyball team peaked about 3 or 4 games before the MIVA tournament, and then just couldn't really handle Ohio State in the MIVA. I think this year they'll take care of business in the conference, and I think they'll be building to it. They will build up. Obviously, you don't want to be playing your best volleyball now. Save it up, wait, and then come end of April, beginning of May, play your best volleyball. This team could be coming home possibly with a national title.
Well, yeah, and you know what the key to that is? It's getting that offense being consistent, and that started tonight with getting Wally going on the right side, getting Chamberlain going on the left side. Then you got those middles going with Gasparovich, Nelson coming in off the bench. If they're going to make that run, that's what's going to need to happen.
Yeah, one thing I started thinking about is, you know, it's a situation, it's not a bad situation, but a tough one if you're a coach. So you've got Eric Schulte, Dominic Spedavecchio, Marcus Imwally, Matt Sprigg, and Todd Chamberlain on your outside. Oh, and by the way, J.D. Gasparovic, Matt McCarthy, and Andy Nelson clogging up your middle. Who do you go with the rest of the way? I mean, certainly you got to find somebody that's going to be having a hot hand, but I think it makes Coach Walton's job a little bit tougher moving forward, but that's a good problem to have if you're going to have one.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have, and talking to Coach Walton, as I have throughout the past 3 years, no starter's position is safe. You know, not even Pat Durbin's or Ian Peckler's last year. He loves competition, and he feels that's what motivates the players in practice to get them ready. So from Coach Walton's standpoint, I think it's a good thing, but I think he kind of wants to figure out and finalize that starting lineup here in the near future.
It's always nice to have that consistency. Consistent scoring, though, from Ball State, 30-23, 30-23, and then 30-21 to close out the Scarlet Raiders. Next up for the Cardinals, they've got Milwaukee School of Engineering, MSOE. That's Friday the 13th. Be careful on that day. Don't do anything too crazy. Maybe come out 7:30 p.m. as Ball State takes on MSOE. Then that'll do it for today's WCRD and Daily News post-game extra.